Good day, human Latiosites. This is Latios Azubral, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Shuffle. So, let us begin. Now, first and foremost, we have this Cresselia to take care of. Stage level 50. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna go with Mega Gengar, I think. I am gonna bring Genesect. And lately, I'm gonna bring Heracross. Lately, there have been a lot of Cresselia on the board. So I'm also going to bring the Cresselia. And let's just see what we can do. Now, I have heard this is a little bit difficult, so I'm actually going to use Attack Power up. And let's see what we can do here. Actually, I probably should have used the +5 moves. But here we go. We have 18 moves to do this. Let's see what we can do. And we have that intense music, too. Wow, alright. Here, I'm gonna go with Heracross here to trigger that ability there, because it'll do more damage. So, you know, I'm gonna try to trigger... There we go, we're gonna trigger the Barrier Bash Plus from Cresselia, which is nice indeed. Let's try to actually... Can Genesect trigger... No, we're not gonna trigger the ability there, but... That's okay. We'll still continue here. Go for Heracross there. Maybe we can get the Mega Evolution off soon, I'm hoping. Alright, let's see if we get a Mega Evolution. Alright, we're gonna get the Mega Evolution on Gengar, which hopefully will make our lives a little bit simpler. Hopefully. Alright. Let's actually thin out the herd on Gengars. We're not going to trigger that Barrier Bash Plus, unfortunately, there, but we are still going to get an opportunity to... We're not going to trigger Genesect's ability, so I might as well just go for the Barrier Bash there with the Solo Assist. Alright. I can trigger a Barrier Bash Plus now, though, which I think I might just do. Yeah, I think my best bet is trigger the Barrier Bash Plus here. Not that it's without any risk, but... Alright, there's not enough Genesects on the board to really want to go for Genesect here. I might actually go for... I'm gonna go for Solosis there and trigger the Gengar. There we go, that works. So now we can probably finish it off. In fact, I'll go for Cresselia right here. And we can easily probably just finish it off with something simple. Probably, there we go. We're going to trigger the Crowd Control Genesect, and that will defeat Cresselia for our 50th defeat against Cresselia. And that is nice indeed, because that way, we're going to clear stage 50, and with that we receive a Mega Speed Up. 50 down, 50 more to go, I guess. That's gonna be unfortunate. Alright, well, you know what? Going on right now is a chance to take on Kyogre again. For the next, like, 2 hours. Yeah, I waited a long time, I'm guessing. So you know what? I'm actually gonna, I think, use Ampharos, I think, because Ampharos is kind of, I think, my strongest Mega Evolution currently. And let's do this. I don't want to use any items, I want to actually get coins, because we can get 700 coins from this. And we just used 3,000, so that's not a bad start in theory. So, let's go with... I'm going to go with Zapdos, I think. This way will trigger the power of 4. Alright. Can we put this thing to sleep? I'm just gonna go with Zapdos again, I think. Go with the safe move. So we're gonna actually put that Kyogre to sleep now, which is in fact kinda nice. Alright, it's gonna bring us closer to Mega Evolving. Alright. So we're going to actually put it back to sleep once again. And once again, we are getting closer and closer to Mega Evolving. And Kyogre is on the board now. So, let's go for Zapdos here. And with that, we're going to get the Mega Evolution on Ampharos. You don't have to actually catch this thing because we already caught it, so there is no catching of it. But we should be able to. So with that, we're going to take down Kyogre. And that was fairly simple, if you ask me. So with that, we have defeated Kyogre. So that should get us, I think, 700 coins, which would be kind of nice. So we're going to get 200 for winning there, and 500 for it being the first time we took on Kyogre, since Kyogre returned. So with that, we're going to have some coins. Also, we can check in. And that will get us some nice coins that we could use. There we go. 500 coins, right? Just like that. So Kyogre's only here for another, like, hour or two. We still have escalation battles to do, but we did take on Wobbuffet. It seems that Wobbuffet's catchability does increase every week. So if you didn't get Wobbuffet yet, I mean, your chances are increased, plus you get more items to use. So don't lose hope yet. And if you haven't caught it, I wish you the best of luck in catching it. So, we can go after Meowth, or we can continue with Cresselia. I think I actually want to, well, how shall I put this? I want to get that Mega Speed, the second Mega Speed up. So I'm actually going to continue against Cresselia, I think. This has been a very slow week in Shuffle. And by slow, I mean nothing is going on at all. Like, legitimately nothing is going on. But, you know, sometimes things happen. Things happen. So, you just gotta roll with the punches sometimes. So it really doesn't matter how many moves we have left, because we don't have to S-rank anything, all we have to do is just defeat it. So we're going to get the Mega Evolution on Gengar, which is kind of nice because, well, it'll clear the board pretty well for us, to be honest. So, let's do this. And I guess Genesect will work. Alright, now Giratina there, Gengar will do that. And we pretty much have this thing won. There we go. Nice 23 combo there. And with that, we have defeated Cresselia. So maybe we'll be able to eventually, you know, get that speed up. Also, there's really no reason to go against Meowth right now, since there are those coin levels coming up against Cresselia at some point in the near future. So, might as well just continue this. There's really not that much going on. I could try to show off, I guess, other Mega Evolutions, perhaps. I could try using Blaziken, but what's the point? And we didn't even trigger the Power of 4 Plus there, that's unfortunate. Well. Alright, let's go for Heracross then. I just really like that whole Heracross with Genesect strategy, because this way you have two crowd control users. It just, this way there's usually a crowd control Pokemon on the board, and they do a lot of damage. I mean, Giratina, I guess, typically does more unless there's a lot of Genesects and or Heracrosses on the board. But in the long run, I mean, Giratina does more, but it's less reliable. Because you need 4 in a row exactly, and, well, it's not even guaranteed. So, either way. Guess we have one more level against Cresselia. Which Pokemon do we not use very often? Or which teams of Pokemon do we not use very often? That could possibly be of use. You know, we don't use Pinsir that often. Huh. We don't use... You know, it'd be interesting. I'm gonna bring Genesect still, but why don't we try this with the Kalos starters? Just because, why not? Probably there's a good chance we might not win this, but then again, you never know. Let's just see what we can do, simply because why not? We're not gonna get a Mega Evolution this time, but sometimes you don't need a Mega Evolution. This is a challenge. Alright, so let's do this. Get that hitting streak off with Chestnut. Alright. Let's do this, and I kind of want to get Genesect to... There we go. Crown Control. Can we get a Chestnut there? No, that's not going to happen. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we can, of course, do that. Alright, there we go. Genesect's probably going to have to do the majority of the work here, I'm thinking. So we're going to trigger that Pyre. Not exactly positive how much of a difference that really makes. But hey, you know, sometimes you just gotta go for it. Alright. I don't think we're gonna end up winning this one. The Kalos starters just aren't doing so well against Cresselia. Probably because they don't have a type advantage, and, well, they're Kalos starters. I mean, they're not innately weak or anything, but they are what they are. They don't have a type advantage, and they don't have any special, really special abilities in theory. So let's do this. Alright, yeah, we're not gonna win this one. That is unfortunate. That really is unfortunate, but you know, sometimes things just don't work out. I just wanted to see what would happen if we could try different Pokemon out. That's fine. That is fine indeed. At least we got to see something different. Perhaps. I don't know. Well. Either way, that's fine. I mean, Mega Blaziken didn't do so well either, so... What can I say? What can I say indeed? We are on our way against Cresselia. And, well, hopefully we'll be able to take on Cresselia in the 100th stage so we can get another Mega Speed Up. We have 4 days to do that, so hopefully in the next 4 days I'll be able to do that stage a bunch of times. But until then, and hopefully until we get some more stages, I know Groudon comes out tomorrow, so that's, I mean, a thing, I guess. Maybe we can get some more coins from Cresselia, if not Meowth, but probably Cresselia should be enough. I'm hoping. I'm thinking. That's never a good thing. Well, hopefully we'll be able to take on Cresselia a bunch of times, get some coins, and more importantly, get that second Mega Speed Up. Because so far I haven't used the Mega Speed Ups yet, but we have 5 of them. I would not object to having 6 of them. Maybe these Kalos starters will eventually get stronger and be able to actually hold their, well, weight against Cresselia or anything else. Who really knows? This was just an experiment. I was not expecting to necessarily win. That said, Thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time when we have some more stuff going on, or maybe even just Cresselia at the stage level 100. Whatever happens first. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.